Me and my grandmother are one. I am sunrise while she is sunset. The only thing separating us is time. When I hear this quote from Marinella Rica, I think of a connection like no other. Because her grandma and her grandson share a connection like none other in the entire world. I can't even begin to put into words the way it is. And my grandma and I, we have that connection where we're not just family, but we're best friends. And that friendship has been growing for years. And throughout the years, we have so many times where we veg out and enjoy each other's company, tease and mess with each other till the other wants to slap them so hard that their teeth get knocked out. And if one is sick or injured, just be there to make sure they're as comfortable as possible. And after all the curveballs life has thrown at us, we have come out closer and stronger each and every time. Like I said, one major factor in our relationship is food. We love food. I mean, who doesn't? And our favorite thing is popcorn, the favorite thing to make anyway. And you might be asking, who doesn't know how to make popcorn? But the way she makes it is the best way, in my taste anyway. What you do, you get 2 bags of Act 2 popcorn, that's extreme butter. And you get half a cup of butter, melt it, pour it all over, and sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. Let me tell you what, it doesn't last long at all. Not even 15 minutes into the movie, and it's gone. And on those cold, bitter winter nights, when my dad and I come home from hunting, nothing will warm you up better than Grandma's chili. Although it's so hot and spicy, it'll make you passing fire for the entire week. And you can't forget about Grandma's special cookies that are soft and gooey on the inside and crunchy on the outside. Another thing is, when we are eating food, we're teasing and messing with each other till one of us wants to slap each other. We used to keep a score. The score was who could scare who more. And for the past 8 or so years, I can somewhat proudly say I've been in the lead. And when walking by her chair, it sounds a little cruel, but I kind of flip the blanket over her head just to hear her squeal a little bit. Because, that's what common grandson things do. Anyway. And we have this little teddy bear. It's automatronic and it creeps everybody out. We don't know why, but it somehow just does. And so when the other isn't looking, we put it in each other's bedroom late at night and we turn it on just to freak them out. And you might not remember, but we were recovery buddies because we both had a shoulder surgery at the same time. And we had to steal my mom and dad's bed because it was the only one that would be elevated. And it does sound mean, but if one was in pain, we would go ooh, 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 the other would go owie, owie, owie. And it would cause us to laugh, but that would cause us to be in pain, and it would cause us to laugh even more, just be a vicious cycle. And then my mom would yell at us that, shut up or I'm gonna separate you two. It would just make us laugh even harder. But even though we were in pain, we would still make each other laugh, and we would still mess with each other. And this goes into the next fact, that we've always been there for each other. And we took care of each other. And whenever I was sick when I was younger, she'd be the first to volunteer. It may not sound like much, but she lived way over an hour away. And if that's not love, to come visit your sick grandson when you live way over an hour away and you're a little bit disabled yourself, if that's not love, then I don't know what is. And as I mentioned before, we were recovery buddies. We would do our best to take care of each other, no matter what. We would make sure the other one do too much, or would push them to do a little bit more to get a faster recovery rate. But the surgeon messed up on her shoulder, and she recently got it fixed. And when she needs a good laugh, or a good old knee slapper, she comes to me and I never fail. And she gets me to laugh too, I guess. And when my grandfather died, that's when we really came close together. Because she had no income, so she couldn't live where she was currently. She had to come live with us. That was a really dark time for her. But throughout the days and months, she progressively got better. She got happier and just all around better and took care of herself. All in all, my grandma and I have been through so much together. And she's taught me that nothing can match a grandma's love. proving that they aren't just someone give you sloppy kisses on the forehead or cookies fresh from the oven. They're also your best friend, who will make life so much more interesting. And throughout the years, we've definitely had our fair share of interesting moments, from cookies being thrown at each other, or passing fire with the chili, or giving each other heart attacks, even if we didn't mean to. And most of all, just being there for each other when we needed it the most. And in short, my grandma will never just be a grandma to me. She will forever be my best friend. And the only thing that will ever separate us is the time without each other.